Hi everyone, it's Desi here from eastwestextreme.com. This is the first part of a series of video tutorials I'm doing on how to paint a custom livery for Dirt3. All the links to any of the applications you'll need will be posted in the description of the video, both at YouTube and in the thread in our forums. So with the PSSG editor open from Writer, first thing we do is open up the file we're going to be using, or the PSSG file. So what we need to do is go to our Steam directory, or I have a Steam version, or your car directory in Dirt3. So if you've got the Steam version, it's in your common Dirt3 cars, models, etc. If we go just quickly here to the cars, you'll notice, if we go models, sorry, you'll notice there's a big listing of cars there. And in my case, I'm actually, as I said, I'm going to be painting the Opal, which is in the CAD folder. What we need to do is go through and find, or what I suggest you do is go through and actually find one of the PSSGs which has a blank looking car in it. The Kenwood cars are very good, so are the Kicker cars. I can't tell you which number they are because it varies from skin to skin, but all you need to do with the editor is actually open up this one here, the large file. What the other ones are is actually the wheels for gravel, snow and tarmac. You can also edit those as well if you wish. But for now, we'll just open this one up here, and you'll notice it gets opened in the editor, and you have all the different channels. You have specularity, the lights, damage, main, and then you can see the Kenwood livery, and then you've got the bump map, etc. All you have to do to extract the files is just down here in the very bottom. You notice extract all textures. So we click that button, it gives you this message saying that all the textures are extracted or exported. So then you just click OK. And then if you go to the folder where that PSSG was, you'll notice you now have a new folder in there. If we open that, you'll notice that all of the files that are here are actually here now. Now, the way the textures are actually done, they're a little bit hard to paint if you just open up the main. So like if you look here, if you open up the main, you can't really see any of the definition for the edge of the panels, and some of the parts are a little bit hard. This is one of the better models. Some of them are very tricky to paint. But if you have a look on the specularity channel, you'll notice that it's almost like a shading layer. So you can actually see the edges of where the flares are and bits and pieces like that. So what we need to do, or what I suggest you do, is actually first of all open up the spec. And you'll see here it's labeled spec, and we open that in Photoshop. You'll get a lovely little plugin warning from your NVIDIA plugin, which, as I said before, I will provide links to. All you have to do there is just load using default sizes and click OK. And you'll notice now we've got the specularity open, but it looks a bit different than what it does in the editor. That's because the editor is actually combining the channels together. This is actually the specularity, which you do have to paint as well, but we're not going to be painting this just yet. All we're going to be doing is using one of the alpha channels, and if you notice, the alpha channel, when you highlight it, actually shows you all of the edges of the car body panels, etc., as I explained before. So first thing you do is, because this is a 1024 image, the specularity is, and the main actual livery itself is actually a 2048 square image, so what you need to do is just scale this up just by going image size and just make it a 2048 and then click OK. What we're doing now is we're going to copy this. Just grab the marquee tool, drag it out, hit Control C on your keyboard, and what that will do is it will copy just that alpha channel to your clipboard. Now what we need to do is we need to open up the main. As you can see here, main, open that one up, once again exactly the same, and then all you have to do is go Control V and you'll paste that alpha layer over the top. But then what I do when I'm painting is I actually change that layer, the alpha layer that we copied over, I change that to multiply. Now as you can see, it's literally as showing up as a shading layer, so you can actually see where the flares are. If I turn it off, you can't see where the flares are. Okay, so that makes it just a little bit easier. It gives you a few extra lines on, and a little bit more of a guide as to what things are to paint on. It also shows you the way it shades. The game actually shades the car. So yeah, in the next part of the video, what we'll be doing is I'll show you how to block this out, so you've pretty much got a nice, simple, blank template to work from. Until then, catch you around. Hope to see you on the track.